Hello everybody and welcome back to another Creative Showcase episode. Today I'm going to be showcasing a nice looking pond which is right in front of me, and I am going to be showing you it right now. So as you can see here is the pond. It looks really nice, and I can see this working in a place just like this one. These houses around here look really nice, and they are very fitting of this right here. Definitely go well. Definitely like the way it looks, and I kind of like the extra detail as well. Shaders obviously makes it look absolutely amazing, and so does the reflections as well. They're obviously really nice. The benches here are pretty cool. They are kind of added as like a little extra to this, because the pond in itself does not look as good, but with the added extra of these benches here, I think it looks well. And also, well, they're kind of nice to sit on, you know what I'm saying? Now, even in the rain, does this place look really nice. Even in the rain, it still looks good. It still fits well, and it feels really realistic. Now, that's not just because of the shaders. I think it's also because of the way it looks. It looks like a pond that you would actually find, and that's what I like about some of the builds that I do. And this is what I particularly like about this build, because it looks realistic, and that is what I think makes this build a little bit more original than other builds of ponds, and kind of makes it a little bit more interesting than just a plain old pond that you'll find just like over here. As you can see, definitely doesn't look as interesting as that. So this pond looks absolutely amazing. But one thing I want to show you guys is how to build it. So we're going to go over here, right here, and we're going to show you a quick and easy thing on how to build this. So the blocks you'll need is oak slabs, spruce stairs, bone meal, which I can easily get from here somewhere. Where's bone meal? Materials, yes, bone meal. So that's oak slabs. Oh, they're here. Oak slabs, bone meal, grass, lily pads, buckets of water, sugarcane, and a diamond spade right here. Okay guys, so what you need to do is you need to go around the edges of your pond. Now, first of all, we don't want it to be this big. My problem with this pond is it's just a little bit too big. What we want to do is we want to fill in the gaps here, making sure these look good and making sure they work well. So if you get rid of this, making sure they actually kind of look a little bit random, like it's very rectangular around here. What you do generally is kind of add like a little bit of something here to make it look a little bit less regular. So same as this side here, like so, and you got a nice looking shaped pond there, and I think it looks good. And then what you have to do is go around the edges with oak slabs. Now these don't have to be any particular way, they just have to make sure you kind of cover up as many areas as possible, but also leaving little tiny bits of grass to put things on in the middle, and also because that kind of adds the detail for the actual build, and it's no problem with doing it. It actually looks quite nice with it, so I don't really mind. Okay, so now we've done that, what you want to do is you want to do this. You want to add nice little grass blocks just around the side, making sure you've got some of them. Now if you look like you've got too many, like I think I do, you put maybe one there, and then we'd probably leave it like that. I mean, these ones are pretty close, you probably put one there, but I mean, I think that looks pretty good. I think I'd probably put that one there as well. Maybe I'll change my mind again, but there you go, that looks good. Now what you want to do is you want to add these sugar canes in random places. So like that, and then you want to add the bone meal, see what you get out of it. You either get flowers or grass or whatnot, and then you want to add random scattered lily pads anywhere you like. These lily pads just add that little bit extra and kind of make it look like a pond, which is what you're aiming for here. Now if you're in creative, what you want to do is you want to head into survival mode, just because it makes it easier to break grass. Creative mode just breaks the actual grass and breaks the blocks underneath it as well. If you do this, so it makes it a little bit easier to break the grass, and that's just a little bit of a tip I've gathered over my time. But obviously if you're in survival, you won't have any problem with this, because you're going to be in survival already, so there's absolutely no problem with it. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to add the path. Now this path can literally just be whatever you like. It can literally just be a nice looking path of any description. Just make it a random looking path, make sure it works well, and also maybe jump yourself back into creative if you have to remember to do that as well. So what you want to do is you want to keep on making this randomly generated looking path. Obviously it's not randomly generated, but as long as it looks kind of randomly generated, then it does work with the builds. And I was thinking of a cool design for this, and I had an amazing idea that I think I might work on as a project in the future, which would be like a holiday park, a bit like Centre Parks in the UK, if you guys have heard of that. And you could have lodges like this and ponds like this. They both go really, really nicely together, and I do actually quite like the way they look, and I think it could something that could work. I think it could be something that could work. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to go around and place your beautiful little benches in. Now these don't have to be the same size. Obviously they can be whatever size you want them to be. There's no big deal making them a different looking or whatever. I mean, you can have big ones in certain places, small ones in other places. It just kind of is up to how you want this to look. But I've done it like this, where I've had certain small ones and certain big ones, and it still looks good. And there's one more thing you need to do, and that thing is kind of getting oak blocks. Now you don't need oak wood blocks for this, but I think it looks better if you have them, because it does work really well. So what you need to do is you need to break underneath here. Now you could say, gamer guy, there's a much easier way to do this, and that just basically means you just place the blocks before you place the slabs, and that is absolutely true, but I forgot to do that. So you could do that, but also this is not too bad, and it you kind of work on this, and then you can finally do this as your final touch. It doesn't take too long. I mean, it can be a little bit of a hassle, especially when you break blocks like that. But it still works, and we can get it done. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A fully nice looking pond, I guess you could call it. And it definitely looks really good. And like I said, it could go really well in your build. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of this episode. That is the end of this creative showcase. If you have enjoyed this one, everybody, then guys, you can leave a like. And if you really have enjoyed it and would like to see some more of it, then guys, you can subscribe to it by subscribing to this channel. Anyway guys, thank you very, very much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.